realized. The child confident attitude towards life. The child realizes death, but does not allow it to poison his self-confident attitude towards life. On the other hand, we have the morbidly minded people who believe that fear of death is a basic fear that is present in everyone. No one is immune to it. William James calls it the worm at the core of man's pretensions to happiness that is all-consuming, and Becker sides with this view. This belief instills that the fear of death is an expression of the human instinct of self-preservation. It drives us to maintain life and master the dangers that threatens life. In short, fear of death exists for the purpose of self-preservation of the organism. However, it must not constantly be present, since this would prevent the organism from functioning. How does one cope with the reality of an impending death? Philosophizing? Ano to, te? Philosophizing. Sorry, te, naka-record pa. Okay, maybe. Violence? Perhaps. Heroism? If heroism allows one to face impending death with a heightened sense of purpose, then violence aims to preserve one's life at the expense of others. While both are means for one to gain a sense of control of one's destiny, violence seeks to target a victim and subjugate that person's fate, even if momentarily under the control of that agent of violence. When one faces a limitation in life, it would be easier to accuse an external factor than to acknowledge such limitations. For this factor, the agent lays the blame on the victim, giving off an illusory sense that the one's destiny is under control. Thus, in Becker's words, violence is a symbolic way of compensating for biological limitations. One is still able to gain control over one's destiny by living a good life, or in Aristotle's term, telos physiodem, unanimous means of dealing with the reality of death is philosophizing in an attempt to distract oneself from its looming inevitability. In the words of Mario Benitez, he craves for knowledge and for immortality, or rather, he craves to know that he will not totally die. Furthermore, Becker would propose evading death via gaining a sense of control over it and using it to make one's life and others meaningful. Both would agree on assuring that if the person dies, the person will leave an imprint in life, the meaning one has made in life. Both authors follows the Aristotelian notion of the death that human beings once dead forever perish. They explore ways to overcome the meaninglessness of death, mostly by seeking the meaning of life as one lives. This runs in accordance with Aristotle's belief of telos, that being eudaimonia is to live a moral life in the exercise of intellectual and moral virtues, creating meaning for the person and ultimately happiness. While both unanimous heavily on knowledge, that is, by philosophizing, while Becker focuses
Created using Powtoon.